Life's an adventure filled with excitement, challenges, and achievements. Farmers Union Insurance can provide you the safety net to keep you moving toward your goals and enjoying life's rewards. With multiple locations across the state, Farmers Union Insurance agents provide quick quotes and professional services you deserve. Since 1948, Farmers Union Insurance has focused on insuring the people of South Dakota. From the most remote quarter section to the busiest intersection, Farmers Union Insurance, insuring a...
Right now is a great time to be planning for the next growing season. Fall fertilizer application can give your crops a strong start in the spring. Because the nutrients available and needed in each field vary, your Agtegra agronomist can help determine your specific nutrient needs and the benefits of applying them now. To optimize your inputs for next year's crop, contact your Agtegra agronomist for details or visit agtegra.com today.
Good evening. Good evening and welcome to the Wessington Springs Gymnasium. Tonight's action will be between your Wessington Springs Spartans and the Woonsocket Sanborn Central Blackhawks. To kick the evening off, we're going to have our junior high game featuring, as I said, your Spartans and the Woonsocket Sanborn Central Blackhawks. Also tonight, we're having a senior project. Miss Emma Lammy is doing her senior project for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. There'll be tacos available in the lunchroom. There's a variety of baked goods, desserts, and goodies available for sale now. They're running a silent auction. There are some amazing gifts left in the silent auction. So please get out and put in a bid and support this very worthy cause. We've had 2 of our own students go through the Make-A-Wish program. It's an outstanding program for young people, and please come out and support that tonight. We're almost ready for tip-off here. We've got about 2 minutes left. We will do the junior high game, followed at approximately 6:30 with the JV game and the varsity to follow. So stay tuned. We'll be back in a minute. All right, here we are back at the Westington Springs Gymnasium, and we're ready. Put your hand on your camera. We're ready to get started here. We already have the Blackhawks at center court. And here comes our own Spartans out onto the court. Starting tonight for Westington Springs will be Brock Kruger, Blake Larson, Sam Ponsolo, Carter Mabius, and Maverick Jones. Unfortunately, we do not have a roster for the Woonsocket JV. So here we go. Tip-off's ready and rolling. And the tip is controlled there by the Blackhawks. Coming up the court. And a pass over to 42. Inside to 24. 24 off the board and good. The Blackhawks go up 2-0. Larson's running the point here for the Spartans. Nothing there. Kruger drives to the middle. Stops there at the free throw line for Pop, and it's good. Game is tied at 2-2. All right, Blackhawks back in the front to attack. 45 has the ball. Kruger tips that away. Looking up, has Larson on his right side. Larson in for the layup. And it's quickly 4-0 Spartans. Scoring fast and furious here in the first quarter. Blackhawks look to slow it down a little bit, set up a play. 2's got the handle. Larson's there on the defense, out in the corner. Jones has him there, back up top. Looks like the Spartans are in a little bit of a 2-3 zone. Out to 45. Back inside. And it is good, and we have a foul. Foul is called there on Maverick Jones. Game is tied at 2 with the Blackhawks going to the line. Number 24 steps to the line for the Blackhawks. His free throw's up, no good. Kruger pulls down the rebound, pushes the ball up, brings it across half court. Over to Mabius. Mabius with a long 3 off the board. No good. Rebound goes to the Woonsocket Sanborn Central Blackhawks. 2 drives in the lane. Cut off there by Larson. 42 out top. Ball's dead. Saved there on the side by number 3. 45 into 24. He looks to square up. Basks up, no good. And Ponslow comes out. He looks to push, slows it up there, and gives it back to Larson. Larson comes across half court, kicks it over to Kruger, and on the give and go, nothing there. Back up to Mabius. Mabius over to Jones. Larson on the baseline. Larson makes a move to the basket. Nice, strong left-handed move, just a little hard. Kicks out to Mabius, and that one's off the mark. Blackhawks retain the ball, and it's still tied at 4-4 with 3:42 to go. 2 attacks quickly inside. Short jump shot there by 24 is good, and the Blackhawks retake the lead 6-4. Larson here on the run. Gets to the baseline, nothing happened. Kruger puts up a 3, and that's good. Spartans take the lead 7-6. Blackhawks once again back in control. All the way across. Good defense there by Jones. And we have a travel, as Jones played excellent defense there in getting the stop. And we have a whole new team of Blackhawks taking the floor. Ponslow set to bring the ball in bounds. Larson's there waiting for him. Larson walks it up here. Brings it across to Mabius. Mabius back up to Larson. Larson looking inside for Ponslow. Ball tipped away there, but retrieved by Larson. Larson looks to make a move. Resets the offense out front here. Out on the wing to Mabius. Mabius gets a screen there from Jones. And a bad pass, but Kruger's there to pick it up. Back to Larson. Larson's looking to drive in. Nothing there. Back up to Kruger. Back on the left wing to Larson. And Mabius cutting through the middle. Kicks it out to Ponslow. Ponslow, a little hard on the shot there. And the rebound goes to number 15. Spartans are run back on defense. Looks like now they've dropped back into that 2-3 zone. And the Blackhawks cut off there good with good defense there by Ponslow. 13 out on the wing, and he takes a 3, and that's good. Woonsocket retakes the lead 9-7. Larson pushing up the sideline. Kicks up to Ponslow. Ponslow starts a drive. Out to Mabius. Mabius with a 3. Nothing there. Larson is on the line, and the ball will go back to the Blackhawks. So, with just under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter, the Blackhawks continue to lead 9-7. Pushing up for the Blackhawks. And, pass just a little bit tall there. Blake Miller had the defense on that one, pushing the ball over the top. Miller entered the game for Jones. Larson to take it out, kicks it into Kruger, and Kruger quickly back to Larson. Larson coming across the middle to Kruger, nothing there. Good screen set there by Miller. Kruger steps back for 3, nothing there. Blackhawks rebound, and they're on the run. Larson picks up the ball there. Ball's dead. And Kruger has the ball go off his hands. And the Blackhawks failed to score. And it's off number 34. It will go back to the Spartans, still trailing 7-9, but bringing the ball in. Mabius up top to Kruger. He makes a move in the corner for Rodner. Back to Mabius. Back in the corner to Rodner. Inside, goes up, nothing there. Miller had a hand on it, but the ball's taken away by the Blackhawks. And there is a drive by number 15, and he's fouled on the way to the basket. And number 15's first one's up and good. Woonsocket pulls to a 3-point lead. Second one on the way. That's a little hard off the back rim. And a fight scramble there for the rebound, and Woonsocket comes up with it. 13 drives in, and with nice left-handed scoop shot, putting the lead at 12-7. Larson into Kruger. Kruger quickly back to Larson, across to Mabius. Mabius looking inside, nothing there. Another screen set, nothing there. Miller is coming around for the ball. Kicks it back up to Mabius. Out top to Kruger, to Larson. Larson starts a drive, stops, nobody there. Back to Miller. Miller thought about the three, gave it up to Kruger. Kruger takes the three. It's off, and rebound goes back to the Spartans, and it is off Kruger with 9 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Pushing the ball up now. And going down the right sideline is number 13 into 35, and that's good, right before the buzzer. And the Spartans to take the Spartans trail the Blackhawks 14-7 after the first quarter. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Don't forget, tonight's game is broadcast on channel 382. And we're back here at the Wessington Springs Gymnasium. Your production team this evening is myself and Mr. Brett Miller on camera. You can catch Brett and I on Venture Channel 382, Wessington Springs Live Ticket, or Wessington Springs Spartans YouTube. We'll be bringing all three games tonight here from the Wessington Springs Gymnasium in the final home game of the season for both teams. Kruger kicks it into Mabius. Mabius looks to run the point now. Larson's taking a break on the bench. So it's Kruger, Rodner, Ponsalo, Miller. And the shot by Miller is just a bit long, and we have a foul on Rodner over the top. Woonsocket brings it in, leading 14-7 just at the beginning of your second quarter. Miller plays good defense there. Ball's picked up. Spartans recover, and Kruger takes it away. Kruger kicks it up to Mabius. Mabius off the board too hard, and the Blackhawks retrieve the ball. Mabius hustles back, attempts a steal there. Ball's dead up top. Spartans appear to be staying in that 3-2 zone. Miller with the near steal, back out to a Blackhawk. Carter Mabius gets a hand on it. It was tipped, so there's no backcourt violation there. Blackhawks continue to work it around, looking inside, nothing there. We have Miller playing the point on defense. Kick it over to number 20. They're going to look baseline. He releases him there to Rodner. They double team, and Miller gets a hand on it and almost comes up with a steal. Cross court to 44. 44 takes a shot. No good, and that ball goes sailing out of bounds. And it will become the Spartans' ball. Back in the game for the Spartans is Maverick Jones, and for the first time, Brandon Flowers. Just a reminder, you can always rewatch the games and our broadcasts on the Wessington Springs Spartans YouTube channel. We have a give and go there by Miller. Back to Jones, inside to Ponsalo, and Ponsalo off the board and good. All right. We got Jones out there on the defense, a slap away, working him hard there. And we have a timeout called by the Blackhawks. With 3:49 to go in the second quarter, the Blackhawks lead the Spartans 14-7. We'll be back in 60 seconds. And back live here at the gymnasium, we have the Blackhawks ball. Bringing it in. Spartans remain in that zone defense. Looks like they might have went to a little bit of a 2-1-2 here. Kruger picks him up the corner, off the backboard and in. 16-9 Blackhawk lead. Kruger's pushing it up. Kicks it out to Ponsolo. Poncelo's looking inside, nothing there. Oh, and it's taken away from Mabius there. And we have a foul called. That foul is going to, I believe, go on number 12, Carter Mabius. First one up and good, 17-9. Blackhawks lead by 8. Second free throw coming up for number 12 for the Blackhawks. That one's off the back iron. Rodner had a hand on it. Jones finally corrals it, and Kruger's running the point. Kruger brings it up, kicks it out to Mabius on the wing. Mabius goes around, and he puts up a short floater. It was 17-11 as Mabius scores 2. Blackhawks looking to push, and Jones steps in the passing lane and almost came up with a steal. And it appears we have some Blackhawks coming in. And we have some Blackhawks coming in. We have a new 5 coming in. I do not believe this was the original 5. This will be their third 5 to run onto the floor. Number 4 is going to run the point, picked up there by Jones. Jones harassing him out front, playing some pretty good defense. Off to Rodner. Rodner releases him. Back to Jones. Top of the key, nothing there. Good step up there by Mabius. And a short shot, no good. And Kruger pulls it down. Kicks it up to Mabius. Mabius all the way in and good. 17-13. The Spartans cut it to a 4-point lead. Oh, and Mabius steals it again. In for the layup. 17-15. Spartans pull within 2. The press is seeming to bother them here. Kruger had a hand on it. And just before the steal, we had a timeout called there by the Blackhawks. With 2:21 to go in the second quarter, the Blackhawks continue to lead 17-15. We'll be back in 30 seconds. And we're back. It'll be Blackhawk ball. Spartans are going to continue to press. We have Rodner back. Kruger playing the point. Jones, Ponslow, and Mabius across the center line. And Jones gets a steal. Jones goes in, jump stop there, off the board a little hard, fights for his own rebound, nothing there. And the Blackhawks take over. Spartans are still pressing, and Kruger gets a hand on it. Saves it back in. And Kruger gets another hand on it, therefore taken away by Ponslow. Spartans are going to settle it down here. Kruger's looking in. Kruger starts a drive, backs out, nothing there. Ponslow starts a drive, kicks it to Jones. Jones goes up for a 10-footer and just a little hard, and the rebound goes to the Blackhawks. And the Blackhawk player took just a couple extra steps there and gets called for the travel. We have one Blackhawk checking in this time. Ponslow set to kick it in to Kruger. Kruger brings it across. And Jones fights hard for the rebound. And we're going to have a jump ball, and the possession arrow favors the Blackhawks. So, as we return here, with 1:21 to go in the second quarter, Blackhawks continue to lead, but the Spartans have cut it to a 2-point lead. And it's pushed up. We now have Bruckner in the game. And Bruckner's called for the push on the sideline. That'll be the Spartans' 6th team foul. Blackhawks out of bounds underneath. Into number 2, 2 steps back. Back inside, back outside. 2 for a 3-pointer. No good. Rebound there. And Will Bruckner had it for a minute. He's harassing the ball out front. We have Bruckner, Jones, Ponslow, Kruger, and Rodner in the game for the Spartans. Kicked out on the left wing. Picked up there by Ponslow. Ponslow gets a hand on it. Nothing happening. Kick to the corner. Rodner's covering there. Jones takes a swipe at it. Nothing. Into 4. Ponslow gets a hand on it. Goes right through to the Blackhawk. And they take a 19-15 lead with 35 seconds to go here in the third quarter. To Bruckner. Bruckner takes a shot. A little hard. To Rodner. Rodner off the board. No good. Rodner fighting hard in there for the rebound. And it comes down to the Blackhawks. Blackhawks looking to take the final shot of the quarter here with 15 seconds left, and we have a trip called there on Jones. That should be the Spartans' 7th team foul, putting them in the 1-1. So going to the line for the Blackhawks will be number 2 for the 1-1. Spartans and Blackhawks line up for number 2. First one's on the way. First one off hard, no good. Jones with the rebound, quickly kicks it over to Kruger. Kruger looking to run to Jones. Jones takes a 10-footer, no good. Kruger with the rebound, and Kruger puts it in. And a heave at the buzzer, falls short. So we've reached halftime with your Spartans trailing the Woonsocket Sanborn Central Blackhawks 17-19. Brett Miller and I will be back in 8 minutes after halftime. All right, we're back here at the Wessington Springs Gymnasium getting ready for the start of the third quarter of the JV, or the junior high boys game. Currently, the Spartans trail 19-17 after the first half. Lots going on in the gymnasium tonight. It is Emma Lammy's senior project for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. There'll be tacos, authentic tacos from Taco John served in the lunchroom. There are a variety of dessert treats available for purchase, and many, many great silent auction items donated by local and area businesses. We would like to thank everyone for all of their support of this project and the support of the Spartans throughout the year. We'll be ready to go here in about 3 minutes. We'll take one more quick time out and be back to the game. All right, back here for the start of your second half of the junior high boys game. We'll be ready to go here in just a minute as teams get their last minute instructions. This will be the last regular season boys game for the Spartans and for the Blackhawks as they inter-region play next week. Tentatively, we have the Spartans playing in DeSmit next Thursday against Castlewood at 7 o'clock. If we get any updates on those, that will be sure to pass them along. So here we go. The Spartans will have the ball first. To start the second half, they send out Kruger, Larson, Jones, Ponslow, and Mabius. And there we go. We've got the third quarter kicked off. And Carter Mabius is running the top. Over to Ponslow, back to Mabius. Up to Larson. Larson stopped there. Gives it to Mabius. Mabius makes a drive. And a short floater in the lane, no good. Pulled down there by the Blackhawks. Blackhawks looking to run. And Larson gets a handle on it, but he's called there for the foul. First one's up and good, 20-17. Second one on the way. That one's hard off the back, and the rebound fought there for a minute by two Spartans, but Larson comes away with it. Ponslow sets a screen in the back, and Larson makes a move towards the basket. Goes full baseline, but he's bumped out front with a hand check called on number 13. Brock Kruger set to fire it in. Into Ponslow. Ponslow looks in, nothing there, and it's a turnover. And the Blackhawks score. Kruger brings it across. Over to Mabius. Mabius into Larson. Larson goes up tough underneath and comes back to get his own and is called for the foul. All right, Ponslow gets that one. Kicks it over to Kruger. Blackhawks putting a little pressure on. Spartans beat it. Back to maybe as Kruger lines up a three. No good. Maverick Jones working hard there for the rebound. Nothing. Larson for the rebound, and he is fouled. So it's 17-22. Blackhawks continue to lead. Larson going to step to the line here. Larson's first one is up and good. We have one sub coming in. It's time for the Blackhawks. Larson steps up for the second one. Second one is also good. Spartans trail by only 3. And there's Ponslow with the steal. Looks to Kruger. Kruger was going up for the 3. Nothing. Tries to dump it into Larson. Too late. And now we have a jump ball. Jones got in there defensively to force the jump. And this jump ball belongs to the Blackhawks. .13 brings it up. Almost threw it over the top. Back across. And we have a foul there on Jones. Jones just a little bit over aggressive there going for that block. And we have the Blackhawks stepping up to the line. First one's up and good. 23-19. Rodner replaces Jones as that was Jones' 4th foul already early in the 3rd quarter. Second one is also up and good. So the Blackhawks get back out to a 5-point lead. Larson goes all the way, kicks it back to Rodner. Rodner wasn't quite ready for it. In the corner to Mabius. Mabius looks inside to Ponslow. Ponslow wasn't expecting the pass. It goes through his hands, off of Rodner's legs, and it will go back to the Blackhawks. Blackhawks bring it in. A little bit of token pressure here. And they got the ball taken away. And Ponslow gives it back to Larson. Larson starts to drive. And he goes up left-handed for the bucket. 24-21. And good ball handling there. And it results in a layup back here for the Blackhawks. And we have a timeout called there by the Spartans. With 3:36 left to go in the 3rd quarter, the Blackhawks lead 26-21 over your hometown Spartans. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, we're back here with Spartans ball. Ball comes into Larson. Larson surveys the court, looks to push it. They're clearing out. Ponslow goes to set a screen, nothing there. Larson gets all the way to the baseline, kicks it over to Kruger. Kruger up to Mabius. Into Ponslow, tipped away, but Ponslow regains. And now Larson takes it in, throws one up, nothing there. Larson has it again. Throws it up, and he's called for there's a jump ball called. This time the ball will stay with the Spartans. We have one sub coming in for the Blackhawks. Spartans remain the same on the floor. Kicked it into Ponslow. Ponslow looking in. Doesn't take the shot. Into Kruger. Nothing there. Back out to Mabius. Mabius comes up top to Larson. Larson starts a drive. Hands off to Mabius. Mabius has an open lane. Doesn't take it. Back up to Mabius. Mabius over to Kruger. Kruger into Ponslow. Ponslow goes up strong, just a little hard off the back iron. And there's a scramble for the ball, and there's a jump ball, and this one will belong to the Blackhawks. With 2:42 left to go in the third quarter, the Blackhawks continue to lead by 5. And there was a near steal there, and Rodner in there playing some defense. Can't seem to corral the ball. And it will stay with the Blackhawks. We have another Blackhawk checking into the game. And coming into the game for the Spartans. For Ridge Rodner, we have Brandon Flowers. So Flowers in, Rodner out. Blackhawks looking to trigger in, go to the corner for 3, nothing there. Good defense played there by Ponslow, and a block there by Kruger. And Larson comes out of there with it. Gives it up, over to Kruger. Kruger back to Ponslow, back to Kruger. And Kruger looks to set up the offense. A kick out to Larson. Larson makes a move to the basket, nothing there. Tries again, nothing there. Kind of gets hung up there. Back out to Mabius. Mabius over to Larson. Ponslow sets a high screen. Back to Ponslow. To Larson. Larson starts a drive. Once again, good defense played there by number 13. Up to Kruger. Across the court to Mabius. His handles there a little bit, but able to regain. And to Ponslow. Ponslow lines up a short shot. Just a little hard off the iron. Rebound to Woonsocket. And 20 kicks it out in the corner for a 3. That's off the side of the iron, no good. Woonsocket resets. 2 had a look at a 3, passed it up. 12 looks at another 3. That one's hard off the board. And that one's going to go off the Blackhawks and back to the Spartans. Into the game, we have Blake Miller replacing Brandon Flowers. And we have a new Blackhawk in as well. So Ponslow kicks it in to Larson. Miller sets a good screen there. Larson takes it all the way. Goes in and puts it in for 2. Spartans trim the lead to 3. Spartans applying some pressure again. A reach there by Larson. Back to number 2. 2 thought about it, nothing there. Miller and Kruger there on the defense. 2 launches a 3, and it's good. Pushing the Blackhawk lead to 9. Miller's bringing the ball up, drops it off there for Larson. Larson looks at a 3, gives it up to Miller. Back to Kruger, over to Mabius. Mabius looking inside, looks to go to Kruger. Kruger, skip pass to Larson, over to Ponslow. Ponslow looking to make a move inside, nothing there. Kicks it to Kruger, Kruger to Larson. Larson lines up a long 3. That's no good, and it hit the wire above the basket, so it will be Blackhawk ball, with the Spartans trailing by 6. Wessington Springs continues to apply some pressure here. Good defense there by Kruger. Kruger kicks it up to Larson. Larson goes in for the layup, and it's good. Spartans trim the lead to 4 with only 5 seconds to go. Ponslow gets it, launches it. And Mabius was just after the buzzer. So at the end of 3, the Blackhawks continue to lead the Spartans 29-25. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Okay. To start the fourth quarter, it will be the Blackhawks ball. On the court for the Blackhawks, we have Miller, Larson, Mabius, Kruger, and Ponsolo. Miller triggers it in, and we're underway here in the fourth and final quarter. Into Kruger. Kruger goes up tough. Misses. And it's off Miller. It'll belong to the Blackhawks. Good try there by the Spartans. Came up a little short. And the Spartans, even though they do not take it away, they get a turnover using a little bit of pressure. Spartans continue to trail by 4. Ponsolo set to trigger it into Larson. Larson's going to run the point. We have Mabius and Miller on the wings. Ponsolo inside. Nothing there for Ponsolo. And he travels, turning the ball back over to the Blackhawks. And at that point, the Blackhawks do break that press. Oh, and Mabius was real close. Miller's playing some good defense there, and Kruger comes up with a steal. Kruger pushing. He pulls up, steps back, gets it up to Ponsolo. Ponsolo into Larson. Larson blocked there, comes back down with it. Mabius with the 3, and it's good. Mabius pulls the Spartans within 1, 29-28. Once again, the Spartan pressure pushing him towards the sideline. And we have a timeout called here by the Blackhawks. With 4:59 to go in the fourth quarter, the Spartans have pulled within 1 at 29-28. We'll be back in 30 seconds. And here we are back. Just under 5 minutes to go. Blackhawks ball leading by 1. Larson applying some pressure out front there. Kicking on the wing to 15. Spartans continue to play that zone defense. Oh, and a pass right between the legs of a Blackhawk player. And the ball will go back to the Spartans. Larson set to bring it up here. And Kruger takes it down the lane, out to Ponsolo. Oh, in and out, no good. Blackhawks on the push. Carter's maybe a steps up there to stop the ball. Cross court. Ponsolo's sagging off there a little bit. And 24 steps in for an elbow jumper, no good. Miller with the block shot. And over the top, and the Blackhawks go back, pull out to a 3-point lead. Over to Mabius. Mabius looks at it, thinks about it, pulls it back down to Miller. Miller will think about a 3. Oh, hard off the iron. Good look there. Blackhawks back in control. 25 starts a drive, cut off there. Miller gets Mabius gets a hand on it. Larson gets a hand on it. Mabius back. And now the Blackhawks retain possession. Oh, and we have a travel out front. Coming back in the game, we have Jones for Miller. Ponsolo inbounds to Larson. Larson brings it up with just 3.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Kicks it over to Mabius. Mabius starts a drive, kicks it out to Larson. Larson starts a drive. He goes in off the board, no good. Jones was there. And nobody's stopping the ball. And the Blackhawk player drives straight to the basket to put the Blackhawks up by 5. Larson makes a move out front. Nothing there. Goes to the board. Nothing. And the Blackhawks push back with Ponslow on defense, and they score again to push the lead out to 7. Out on the wing, a nice pass in there from Mabius for the assist to Kruger to cut the lead to 5. Spartans applying pressure once again. And they get that trap there, and Ponslow knocks it out of bounds. Good play there by Sam Ponslow. Two and a half to play. Blackhawks with it. Nothing there. Larson pushed pressure in the defense out front. And there's a turnover. Mabius has it. Mabius looking to go all the way. It's up and it's good. Spartans pull within 3, 35-32. And now Kruger takes it away. Loses control, back to the Blackhawks. And now we have 2. Oh, and a swat by Sam Ponslow. Ponslow takes away the easy layup. With 1:58 to go, Spartans continue to trail. And there's a 3 on the way. Hard off the rim, no good. It hit the shot clock. It will become Spartan ball. Miller bringing the ball up. Larson kicks it out to Mabius. Mabius doesn't look at the shot. Larson looks at the shot, makes a move, drives in, left-handed, missed the bunny. Here comes the Blackhawks back, and we have an offensive foul there. Ponslow got in good defensive position to pick up the offensive foul. Spartans retain the basketball with 1:36 to go, trailing by 3. Up next will be the JV games between the Spartans and the Blackhawks. Larson out to Mabius. Mabius looking to come up top to Jones. Jones over to Larson. Larson looks inside, nothing there. Jones, free throw line, no good. Mabius chases the ball down, harassing him there in the corner. Blackhawks come out with it. Spartans need to press the defense here just a little bit. 1:05 to go. They need to get out. And Mabius gets a hand on the ball. Blackhawks set to inbounds. Into the backcourt to 13. And a bump there by Larson. Larson helps him up. Show of good sportsmanship there. That's the 4th team foul on the Spartans. Number 2 set to trigger it in. To 11. Back to 2. Spartans got to make it go. Larson gets the pick. Oh, and then turns it back over to the Blackhawks. And Larson picks up the foul. Once again, you can enjoy these games on Spartan Live, YouTube, Wessington Springs Spartans, or Venture Channel 382. I'd like to thank our stand-in cameraman tonight, Brett Miller, for doing a fantastic job in bringing you this game. Remember, you can always rewatch all of our games on the Wessington Springs Spartan YouTube channel. And coming back, there's 43 seconds left. And Spartans are trying to deny the inbound. Larson working him over out front. Oh, and we have a foul called on Larson. For Larson, that will be his 4th. Ball comes in there to number 11. Got to get after it. And Mabius is called for the foul. That will put the Blackhawks into the bonus. Going to the line will be number 2 for a 1-and-1. In the game now we have Kruger, Ponsolo, Miller, Larson, and Mabius. For number 2, the first one up, a little hard off the iron. And we have a jump ball, and it will stay with the Blackhawks. And we have a timeout called by the Blackhawks. Just a reminder that coming up next will be the JV game, followed by the Varsity. These will be the last regular season games for both the Spartans and the Blackhawks. The Spartans will next be in action on Thursday when they take on Castlewood in DeSmet. Stay tuned to the Wessington Springs School webpage for more information about that start time. Also, we have Emma Lammy's senior project going on right now. She's raising funds for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Taco John's original tacos are being sold in the lunchroom, along with a variety of baked goods and silent auction items. All right, here we are back. 28 seconds to go. Spartans continue to trail by 3. Blackhawks looking to kick the ball in. Nothing there, and it goes inside, and it's up and in. Spartans trail by 5. Spartans have to hurry now as they come down the court. Larson sets up Kruger for a 3. That's off the front iron. And Larson picks up a foul. That should be it for Larson, as that's his 5th foul. Spartans trail by 5 with 12.6 to go. Jones coming back in for Larson, and that will send the Blackhawks back to the line for a 1-and-1. And the Blackhawks are going to back off. Spartans need to fill the lane there. First one is up. Off the iron, no good. Kruger's got to push it. Kruger pushes it to Ponsolo. Ponsolo with a long 3. Oh, in and out. And Blackhawks get it. And we have a foul there on Bruckner with 0.6 of a second to go in the game. The Spartans are trailing by 5, 37-32, sending the Blackhawks back to the line. Coming into the game now for the Spartans are Dylan Ratterman and Will Bruckner. Also, Brandon Flowers will enter the game. So with 0.6 left, number 2 will step to the line for a 1-and-1. First one is up and good, pushing the lead to 8. Second one is also up, no good, and Flowers throws it towards the east basket to end the game. Woonsocket Sanborn Central Blackhawks take the junior high tilt 38-32. We'll be back in 15 minutes with the start of the JV game.